for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now Taylor, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Now let's go. Blue, landed.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Let's go.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third down and 3.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No, check. Patriot.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Lockett. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Again, it's Elliott. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 35. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards on the ground. First and 10, it's Taylor. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Black round.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Detroit! Detroit! Good! Let's go! Green!
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Slot man moves right. First down, this is Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards. That time and a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
In motion right, Baldwin. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll look to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Julio Jones. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 30. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. Green 19. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Detroit.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green. Detroit. Gun.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
They're going to look to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Lockett. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Room here to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Baldwin goes in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting through. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 319. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 15 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they're able to up the lead by one more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Look at the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's Taylor, a dump off to Elliott, and he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
On second down, Taylor. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
From the gun, Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. White, 9.
On first down, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Flex round. Flex round.
Again, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Frank Clark in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Armstrong. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Looking to throw. He's got Lockett. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. So the D-line's going to spread out.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
That's it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go.
Slot man moves right. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Now let's go. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Again, it's Rawls. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. 1, 9,
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
let's go. 1,
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 38. 38.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year?
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a youngin' run around with his man in his hand, feeling like a man. Run, put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you talk about.